Good evening, everybody. It's November 7th, 2021. Bitcoin is having a nice little Sunday pump here. Last night I said, it was breaking down here from the channel, and then it kind of got back above it. At that time I said it's possible that this pushes up to that, one more high here, even though it kind of broke down. It didn't, the breakdown didn't stick, and it was on low volume on a weekend, so when it came back up here, I said this sort of thing that we're seeing right now was certainly possible, and we'll see what happens from here. I mean, I've said it over and over again, none of this action off of the lows is impulsive. Nothing is telling me that we should expect to break new highs here. That being said, obviously this is a Bitcoin bull run. Benefit of the doubt needs to go to the bulls. I've not sold any of my positions. This is a just sit and wait sort of a game, and if it came down lower in this scenario, I was prepared to buy more or to leverage long. But when things are just doing weird motions like this that don't really make sense, it's best just to wait it out. Especially considering my entry was significantly lower, and I can just sit and wait. I'm booked, like I'm fully booked up, fully loaded for the remainder of this bull run, whatever that turns into, whether it's 100K, 150K, 200K. As that begins to clarify, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm pretty much loaded up on it. So in any case, the best analysis that I can give right now is that this WXY was incorrect, so we're going to delete that, which means we delete this box here, and actually this box here, that was that box. All right, so we'll try to clean some things up here. So I'm back now to the scenario of a leading, or diagonal up, 1, 2, here's 3, here's 4, and now we're making 5 up. So like I said, even in this case, I'm still expecting us to probably come down and retest this as a double bottom here, based on the fact that we've not seen an impulse. And then once we do that, then we can hopefully see an actual impulse up off the lows. But at the moment, I don't think we have it. I don't see any way that we can possibly say that that's what we're seeing right now. I don't think I have ever seen a time when a giant bull move, up to, like, the next one we're looking for really is up to like 90K or so. I don't think that we've ever seen this sort of choppy action then immediately go up into a run like that. It's just not something that we see. The chart is not telling us that's what is going to happen. So like I said, it's Bitcoin. Anything can happen in Bitcoin, but all we can do is read the chart and play with what the chart is telling us, right? So chart told me, to buy back in the low 40Ks. Chart told me even earlier to buy all the way back in the 30Ks. After the dump from the original 60K high. Right now, chart is not telling me to short, but it's not telling me to expect a breakout. The chart is telling me to expect a reset, basically. The chart is telling me to expect this to come down and at a minimum reset here. And that would culminate as, it would be a WXY still, but more in basically this fashion, where X is basically as high as where we started up here. So, we're going to get an X somewhere in this range and then a Y back down. But at least in this scenario, we kind of have taken off the lower low scenario. We're probably not going to go too much lower than this, this area here. So we'll just kind of have to see where this tops out. I would expect, if we draw a fib extension to, let's say it just touches a little bit higher, goes up to like 66K or so. It hasn't done that yet, but in the event that it does, I mean, we don't even need to go all the way back down. We could just we can come anywhere into this green box here. So, like I said, I've been expecting that double bottom, so there's that. It could just be 60, 60, anywhere from 60 down to 55 is still fair game, even in this scenario for a Y, to be perfectly honest, based on this fib extension. So we'll see where that actually ends up topping, and then tighten up that fib extension box. Right now that's just kind of conjecture, but yeah, that's pretty much all I can say is, I don't believe we're going straight up from here. We'll probably see a pullback of some sort, at least back down into the low 60s, and then we'll go from there. So this, I think the only thing kind of working against this right now is that this doesn't particularly look like an ABC up. That looks like a little bit more extended. Let's just see what that looks like. That hit the 1618 extension pretty much perfectly. So it kind of looks like it's making a micro 5 up. If this comes down a little bit and then presses higher to about 66.7, that would kind of look like 5 waves up, which would be an odd end, but not necessarily. It doesn't necessarily mean we're breaking out from there. We're still probably getting a pullback down into this green zone from there. So I think that's pretty much all I can say right now. If it does something different, if it just continues pumping up, then I guess we have to consider the possibility that somehow this action right here is a 1 and a 2. But it really is not pretty, and I would not like the long-term prospects of it if that is our 1-2, because it should be doing a hell of a lot better than that. That's just a mess. There's absolutely no reason it should be doing that at this stage in the game where we're going into the third wave here. So so there's my little temporary short-term bearish spiel anyway, and what I'm looking for. But we'll see. Maybe I'll wake up in the morning and be surprised and it'll be at 70K. Who knows? I'm just sitting in my spot buys, like I said, and whatever comes, I'm quite happy with. If it comes back down, it gives me an opportunity to long more, and that's fine by me. So, all right, I think that's pretty much all I can say. Good night, everybody. See you tomorrow.